Allow me to worship Chukwukika Biama on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet. All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now, I will present you to Chukwukika Biama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resideth in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain. We are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you, Chukwukika Biama, we came amarani mendo muginine the Ipob. Ne beni ne di chiche. Rue beni ne owasotur. Kipe magi ne belagi bit obaso ha. Upesi ne kendo ha. Okwasu sweli igwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating. The saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them. And we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resoluteness. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living. That they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer, now and always, because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will. And it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and epic task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwu Biama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful. against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting we have prayed in your name. Ise, Ise, Ise.
Holy, Mr. Producer.
Ipob, one way only, all we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not about us to be together. It's not about us to be together. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not about us to be together. Naturally, Biafra go. Let my people go. Naturally, Biafra go. Naturally, my people go. Naturally, my people go. Let my people go. Wake up this morning and look in the sky. All I see is rising sun. Wake up this morning and look in the sky. All I see is rising sun. Obodo Chukwu Choloma, Obodo Chukwu na Nolura, the land of the rising sun. Yeah, let my people go. Yeah, let my people go. Ekele na dekalo, for making us to know what freedom is all about. Yeah, ekele na dekalo, for making us to know what freedom is all about. What freedom is all about. Ekele na dekalo, making us to know what freedom is all about. Blessing at all who make a leggy, Opakisemu Kisike, Onyama Biafra Dinemo. We are not fighting for war, but freedom. All we need is freedom. Onyama make a leggy, all we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. Biama. Let my people go. Nandekano. Let my people go. Eji Mohura say. Let my people go. Obasibi Edike Bagu. Let my people go. Ebopoleno. Let my people go. I said that to let my people go. Oye Nechebizi and August. Let my people go. With that devil like it or not. Let my people go. Biafra must come. Let my people go. We must be free. Let my people go. Credible you see. Credible you see. Guess me. Anyway. Akwa Biafra ya da guess no was. Guess you gonna make it a wonder. Guess you gonna make. We are going higher. Incredible you see what we are.
Respect to the Most High. Yeah. Biafra, the rising sun. Can you hear me now?
Everywhere in the world, Biafrans are fighting for freedom. Freedom, yeah. Biafrans, we know what we want. Biafrans, we know what we need. All we want is Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Our leader have tell us the truth. Now we know who we are. Osaflani is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. They are killing our people.
No more one Nigeria. Yeah, Proclamation is over. All we need is Biafra.
I'm not saying this because I'm a Biafra, but I'm thinking of the life we lose every time that us. Killing innocent people, yeah, raping our women, yeah. Who doesn't know about the 10%? Who doesn't know about the oil well? House of Land is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. All we want is Biafra. We want to go home. Biafra.
Biafra, land of the rising sun. Bombo clan. It was good the devil and we chose good.
Enego is calling Biafra. Anani saying Biafra. Ogoja is saying Biafra. Enego is saying Biafra. Urobo is saying Biafra. Shekiri is saying Biafra. We want to go home. We want a freedom. We want to go home.
Tropical mix. Biafra, the rising sun.
That no one can kill. God sent the leader of Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu, to resurrect our nation Biafra. Long live Biafra, freedom Biafra, God bless Biafra. From Sivachi. Biafra cannot die. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. True Kadama is freedom. Biafra must stand. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. True Kadama is freedom. I go with Mary, Biafra, I go with Mary, I go with Mary. God bless Biafra. I go with Mary, Biafra, I go with Mary, I go with Mary. God bless Biafra. They took a news on what we own. and abandon us with no. The mighty us so badly to suffer. Oh no. Live less to live, live hard to die. Children can youth with it. Parents lamenting the raping and the shooting, the massacre and the killing. Destroying our families and give us what not death. To other people, enough is enough. We can take this no more. Biafra cannot die. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. True Biafra is freedom. Biafra must stand. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. True Biafra is freedom. I give with Mary, Biafra, I give with Mary, I give with Mary, God bless Biafra. I give with Mary, Biafra, I give with Mary, I give with Mary, God bless Biafra. It is time for the chosen people to find a nation. It is time for the chosen people to rewrite their history. It is time for the people that have been enslaved to discover their liberty, their brothers and sisters. The time for God to be our nation have come. We have a nation, blessed nation. For a long time we have accepted domination. For a long time we have been strong. For a long time we have been ignored. The time that God has chosen for us has come. We have a nation. God bless Biafra. And everywhere is our nation, the nation Biafra. This is about our fight for freedom. This power of supported. Freedom. Let's struggle for our liberty, not with weapons of war, but with a common language and a conviction. The Catalonia speeches, Bomba Kalashnikov cannot do anything to a people that have received the same cause, a people that have tasted for freedom, people of Biafra together for victory. Only the struggle liberates.
Biafra.
Because of millions of Biafran men, women, and children massacred in cold war and are still being massacred. That is why we must continue to fight for them. But the message we are sending across is that you can kill the flesh, but not the spirit. The spirit of Biafra is alive.
Biafra cannot die. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. True Biafra is freedom. Biafra must stand.
Yes, of course, Biafra cannot die. Biafra cannot die. But there are a lot of things people do not understand. But I love it. I love it, honestly. When I see most of these challenges, I love it. It makes me understand something good is happening. Most people will not know what it means to broadcast from the zoo called Nigeria, from Iyorugudu, right here in Abo. You think Nigerians are keeping quiet and allowing us to talk, allowing me to broadcast? I tell you, they wrestle against us in every way imaginable. With the blood, with the water, with the flesh, we wrestle against every known force imaginable. But let me tell you one shocking truth this evening and this morning, rather, so Facebook will understand. Those of you on different app, do not try to find out why I keep adjusting and repeating myself. It is because we are properly documenting the stupidity of the hopeless criminals around the globe. Forget about how they project themselves as angel of light, but they are angel of darkness. If the world truly mean your safety, if the world leaders truly mean good for the world, there are a lot of things they need to begin to check. Most of you are afraid of AK-47. Most of you are afraid of nuclear warhead. Most of you are afraid of military software, jet bomber, and armor tanker. But I tell you, these weapons are useless. You should be afraid of the weapon that is available already that manipulates the weather. There is so many weapons. They will never talk about it on the stream of the social media. They manipulate the weather. They can send Katerina to you. They can send Josephina to you. They can send what do they call it? Draft, thunder, lightning. They can destroy your world without seeing a single soldier. These weapons are everywhere. They tell you brass with 4 gig, brass with 5 gig. They're speaking BB grammar, and you do not know. Most of you look in the heaven and you see a line of a rocket. It is not the line of a rocket, because the line of a rocket is not supposed to last for more than 1 minute. But you see this line of rocket in your sky, it lasts there for hours. Brother, there are more dangerous weapons that the heart of man has not been able to conceive, not to think about their being there. But believe me, there are more deadlier weapons you people do not know. And so when we say go back to your root, we are trying to make you understand what is coming in. Look at Facebook, Zugabyte, look at Facebook. The disgrace of Facebook we know no bound. We want Facebook and the Yoruba handlers in Nigeria to disgrace themselves first. The world must be aware. Facebook will leak the secret of America. Anybody using Facebook know you are not safe. All of you thinking you will shut down your server to destroy the document of IPOB, you lie. You lie. Let me tell you. Facebook, I won't tell you. You have worked very hard to make sure I don't broadcast. But you still keep wondering why I'm broadcasting. I shall. Because the person will do gun 9 do bulletproof. I challenge you, I dare you, block us 100 times. We will be here 100 times because the world must know the truth. That money you collected from late Buhari to be misbehaving, to go vomit it at the right time. It's just as simple. But this is hate speech anyway because you say the truth. I wonder why Facebook will descend so low to be associating with the zoo, animal kingdom known as Nigeria. It's unbelievable. That is why we will talk to you. We do not give a hoot about who you are. If you are stupid, we tell you you are stupid and thunder will fire you. You can't do anything. People must understand. We not killed anybody. We want to be free. Because our life have been taken from us. And you collect money and you want to make misery out of us. You should be ashamed of yourself. You parade yourself globally, telling men and women that you are a good man. You should be ashamed of yourself. Consider how many people in prison you would have been able to save. Consider how many people that will die in Mediterranean Sea this very moment that you would have saved. Consider how many people that will die in the desert that you would have been saved. Consider how many people that will die in the hand of the terrorists you would have been able to save. Consider how many people that will die because British government want oil. There are oil thieves everywhere in Africa and you would have been saved. Consider what the African man possesses that you can't have, and maybe God will have mercy upon you and give it to you. And you see, you just can't blame us anyway. But we blame ourselves if we are unable to respond to all of you adequately. We shall reciprocate. Nonsense people. Look at them. On one platform, Facebook is telling you, oh, the viewers are 300,000. Then another Facebook, the same Facebook, is telling you, oh, the viewers are 35. Then you look at another Facebook, it's telling you, oh, the viewers are 2. Look at you, Facebook. Zugabyte. We know who you are. But you shall go down in the memory of history as that we betrayed freedom and murdered justice. Because we ask for freedom and we demand for justice. And anybody that associates with Nigeria and British government in the quest for us to restore Biafra, you have murdered justice and you destroy freedom. And your generation after you will know not freedom, not justice. It will elude them. For like beasts of burden, they will labor in their own land. Fulani headsmen, jihadists will rubbish them. British don't know what is coming for them. The Arabian nation at your heels, Britain. They will rubbish your country and they will inflict unimaginable pain and sorrow on the next generation of Britain. Britain, your cup is filled and overrun. You must do the right thing. And so there may be people who will show you mercy very soon. Your weapon to control the weather will not stop anything. None of you can stop the time. Understand this. You have the time to do the right thing. But you are busy fighting IPOB. All of you will fall down in disgrace. We do not boast. We tell you how it is. If you are in diaspora, it is because God ordained it to be there. If we are in Nigeria, it is because God ordained it to be there. And if you kill us, it is because he ordained it. But believe me, he has ordained that we will kill you back. To God who made the heavens and the earth. Of course, they are the one who won this insult, and we give it to them. This is Radio Biafra Israel, and we are streaming live to Radio Biafra London. We anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is MAZI Ukafomefo. A very gentleman, I must tell you. The God who made heat know why he made ice block. And so I will say MAZI Ukafomefo is the ice block of Biafra land. He simply say, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Facebook is so frustrated. British government is so frustrated. All your companies sponsoring terrorism and other fake companies like Julius Berger, all of them criminal. You don't know the frustration that befell them. Uchimefo is from Abatiti. Abatiti is in Anambra, and Anambra State is Biafra land. And of course, he's standing in the deputizing capacity on behalf of our leader, Mazen Nandekano. The Ibunyabo, one of our land. Ogidiga, one of our land. Nobody commands our loyalty. Anything he said, in fact, sometimes I get angry, but I of course, it's command and control. And then it has to be that way. If he's not a gentleman who actually want to expose all of you criminals around the world by his action, by now, maybe the next generation will be talking about how they kill us. But believe me, that your way of undoing the people will never work in us. For in the end, death is only the beginning of this journey. Mazen Nandekano is our leader.
The man who has said we will engage the world through the preamble of law. And that is why we are still here. And we are still here and we will follow him to the end. And so when you are there doing what you are doing, we are not afraid of you. I am not broadcasting from diaspora. I am not from the moon. I am here in the land of my ancestors. You cannot do anything, but I do not challenge you. But I present my God before you, my creator. You will be humiliated, I tell you. Once has he spoken and twice we have heard that power belongs to him. I am Judge ONYIBE for the avoidance of that. I'm from Abo. And Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. You know, they just manipulate. Oh, let's discourage them, discourage us. We are the discouraged, so how can you discourage us? It is impossible. Okwagi bwe cheto biesiki o. Okwagi bwi kanyi jagaga o. Okwagi kiwalu similie. Ime kwa nwanya ga koturu ime o. Okwagi yo Chineke o. Oke mmiri na-ebugwe. Okwagi yo Chineke ma. Nebuchi, ebuchi me, nebuchi m. Ebuchi anya nja hụzọle. Agada gbajiri zonwoku bioma o. Olilanya nke ndị Biafra o. Anyị na-erere ọkụ na anyị na-agbara ọkụ. Ogene ka ga-eji toru gị ye gị nna. Aga m akwụsị ala ye gị nna m o. Nebuchi. Chukwu na-ede mma o. Jehova na-ede mma. Olilanya ndị nsọ na-ede mma o. Ọmakasị bi wale na-ede mma. Ezi Chineke m o. Narị ekele o mgbe niile anya n'elu ụwa lehu. Narị ekele o mgbe niile o. Ịma na asị na anyị na-eme mma o. Ezi masị na anyị na-enye ike o. Chimu asị na anyị na-agwọ ọrịa. Mgbe bịara bụrụ eziokwu. Chukwu ịdị mma o. Ịdị mma agbanwe o. Ịdị mma olileanya ndị Biafra ịdị mma ezi onye nwe anyị n'ịdị mma. Ịmakwa na oge olileanya n'eluigwe dadi o. Ebe ahụ ị na-achị achị. Iwe mfu Chukwu n'ịdị mma ezi onye nwe anyị n'ịdị mma o. Anyị na-aja gị mma o maka n'eziokwu n'ịbụ sọ mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o. Ịmakwa na inwe gị mgbanwe o. Ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. Of course we know you, we understand you, we know how you operate, and we are ready for you. But of course, as always, this is season 2 of this broadcast. Facebook has danced nakedly before the global community in a market square, and you take record of all of them. But we must continue, and hopefully before the end of this broadcast, we will get to season 3. There are mad people. But of course, our topic this morning is as simple as undoing, how to undo the ways of our enemy, how to undo the way of our enemies. In order to undo an enemy, you must first of all recognize that there is an enemy, and then you can consider what you have to do in order to undo them. You don't have to pretend that nothing is happening. You have to expect be real. We're looking at how to undo the enemy. You must believe that there is an enemy. Most people, most Biafrans in Nigeria do not see that Nigerians stand as a threat to their very existence. That is why they think it's about their position. They think it's about the little change they have in their account. They think it's about anything. No. The moment you do not see Nigeria as a threat to Biafran existence, and then may God have mercy upon you. First of all, acknowledge that there is an enemy. If you do not know their enemy, they come as wolf in sheep clothing. They will ravage you. They could destroy you before you know about it. And so make no mistake about that. It is the enemy Nigeria will fight against, not anybody. And having considered, having realized, having acknowledged that there is an enemy to fight, you must move ahead to consider the method of this enemy attacking you. If I'm going to hunt for a lion, I know how lions behave, and I know how to get ready for that lion. I see some people, when they see dog, they begin to run. Oh, it's dog is going to bite me. But I do not fear dog, no matter the size of the dog. The dog can be as big as elephant, because I know the secret of a dog. As it's just making noise, gra, 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 what you will do is make sure you target the forehead of a dog. Give that dog a very big blow on the center of his head. No matter the size, it will slump and collapse instantly. In those days, they will tell us that if you conk a dog, your hand will swell up. So we don't conk a dog. But that was a method to protect us, to prevent us from murdering all the dogs in the community. Because when you hit on the head of a dog, it slumps immediately and may not recover. And so with this knowledge as a child, no matter the size of your police dog, the slap I will give the dog, you will sleep off. You just get, ow, 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 it sleeps off. And so if you are going to fight Nigeria, you should understand how Nigerians behave. When you are dealing with British government, you should understand how they behave. When they say the America, they are China, you should understand how they behave. And then you don't need to sweat too much to bring them to where they are. But we don't want to undo anybody. We want to go home. And so many Biafrans are still saying, well, we have to try and build Nigeria, because you don't see Nigeria as enemy. It is like Africa saying, oh, we have to go to London or France. Anytime African countries say they are going to Saudi Arabia, they are going to France, or they are going to London, they are going to pay return. Return that enslaves you and empower few of us to continue enslaving few of us, turning us to beasts of burden and making merchandise out of us. Nothing good comes out from there. Nothing good. But of course, having acknowledged this, we must continue. As it is in the case of one, so it is in the case of another. As Biafran, we found ourselves surrounded by enemies who is not only interested in the resources in our land or taking over our land, but these people are working very hard to make sure we are obliterated from the face of the planet Earth. And I will tell you, if anybody fails to recognize the true fact that we are the most endangered species of Homo sapiens here on Earth, I tell you, the person lies and is never sincere. In Nigeria, the common enemy we all have is the British government. But as Biafran, it is the Nigerian state. And the procedure of which we must undo them, or the procedure through which they undo us, we will consider this morning. Everybody in Nigeria have a common enemy, and that is British. Because Britain feel when they are done with Biafra, Yoruba are gone already, the most miserable. So they are not of any concern to them, because they sold themselves out as far as they can remember. 10%. Do not forget about that. But the Fulanis think, though, they are still doing the work of their master, devil, Satan, the British. But they feel they should get rid of Biafrans, and then they just blew the Yoruba out, and then they will take care of the Fulani. No ONYIBE have any good intention for any black man. Tell me the name of that ONYIBE, and I will tell you they've committed more atrocity against you than ever. But am I saying get angry? We leave the past in the past, but we are here to confront the future. And every garbage in our way, we will adequately send you to where you belong to. You can still be in the comfort of your government office house, and then you say, we are this, we are that, you never get your freedom, but you are very stupid because others are laughing at you. The world is changing already. Everything you have hidden is being known. Your relationship with the aliens we know. Your manufacturing weapons that cannot even be mentioned or altered, even as far as 100 years before now, we all know they have been perfected. And most of you are afraid that the self-aware computer being produced may enslave the world somewhere along the line, but you never know what you are doing. Because nobody questions you because you feel like God. And so you stand on the mountain of God and you decree. You will suffer. You will feel the pain of the misery you have injected into the current day society. You will weep bitterly and there will be nobody there to save you. And so Biafrans, you must understand you have an enemy. And having discovered this, you must find out how do they operate. But to be able to operate, you must go back and see how Africans was conquered. We are not weak people. If you are a black man, I'm not telling you you are okay, because not until you rise up and challenge Britain and challenge colonial terrorists like the Japanese, the Chinese, the Indians, all of them did and get their freedom, including the America, I just don't have any respect for you. Because as a black man, I can assure you, tie 3 white men on your front and blew them. All of them will die. And this made them fear you. That is why people like Hillary Clinton will tell you that when he look at a black man, he sees a predator. We've not killed them. They are the one killing us. But Hillary Clinton can tell you that a black man, each time he sees them, they look like predator, and though they have to kill them. This is how bad it can be. But we have not killed them. The history we have so far, they are the one killing us. But yeah, there is a useless Hillary Clinton somewhere in America. Only God knows the zoo America may look like in the real sense. She actually said, you see, when I look at America, black people, I see a predator. Thunder will fire Hillary Clinton. But she never knew these words are still waiting for her, because all of you will go, you are going back to your vomit. You will eat it. It doesn't matter who you are. We will tell you the truth, because in the end, let us be. And people must understand, know that there are enemies. And then when I look at these lazy people conquering us, something is wrong somewhere. No matter what we talk about black man, there is no 10 white man that can withstand one black man. That is why any small thing, you have confrontation with American police, European police. More than 1 million of a community of police will gather one black man. Sometimes they kill you trying to arrest you, but you are not resisting arrest. They hijack you, bend down, shoot down, shoot. Some of them will even open fire and say it's accidental discharge. Ask yourself, what are they afraid of? But you just send one black man to arrest a community of ONYIBE people. In the tickle of an eye, they are all inside one. But the point is, if we are this strong, how did they conquer our father? Because they come in a manipulated way, the same way they are doing today. They came as friends, and we opened door for them. Our fathers opened the door for them. They settled down and studied us. They took advantage of our hospitality. And look at where we are today as black people around the world. They raped us. They murdered us. They did everything they have to do. But that is not where I'm looking at this morning. But you have to understand how these people operate. Because sometimes we say, let's hide it. Facebook, please, it's time for me to go to season 2. So cut it off, let's start all over again. Because you never know what is going to come to all of you. They come out at the end of the day. They raped us, they murdered us, they undermined us as a people, they commit different kind of atrocity, heinous crime against us as a people. They walked away with it, and most people do not know. How could they have been able to do that? The same formula is being replicated in the case of the Biafran people here in Nigeria. I want you as a Biafran to tell me, do you think any Hausa man can actually stand any Biafran man? That is why when I see Fulani headsmen, Boko Haram, Nigerian police, Hausa Fulani extraction, they're doing Vandan, I pity them. Because I tell you, no matter how sick I am, sample people like Tati Buhari in their youth, I will kill them with one hand. I will tell you, tie one of my hand to two of my leg. With one hand, I will destroy 20 Fulani men. But look at, they are the one ruling us, harassing us, intimidating us, behaving like Vandan. Is it Yoruba? In fact, let me tell you a secret. As a child, my father told me, when you are fighting with a Yoruba, this is how they behave. He said, Yoruba will rake you, they will rake you. That is how their mouth will be opening. My father says it's a lie. They can't do anything. Oh, too bad. They can't do anything. They no feet. Now only that mouth then get. If you follow their mouth, you are gone. And you know their mouth has done us enough evil. I'm telling you, those of you in Yoruba land now, watch them. You be hearing it's a lie. He can't do anything. He said, don't mind them. Just be watching them. The moment they finish doing drag, hold that to their abada and tie their head. The next thing you hear is, oh, Pamio, Yoshi. He said, the Hausa man, you don't even bother about the Fulani man. Just use that, their kafari, hold their neck very well. They will be the one flying in the air for you. But of course, today, these people, they are the one who are intimidating and harassing us. And then somebody think it's going to be like that. Understand how the procedure, the protocol they used to keep us where we are, in order to be able to undo what they've done to us. We opened our door to the Yorubas. We trusted them because they represent British government manipulation strategy. They came to our land. Most of you do not know that Christianity you see today had a limit. Christianity in Biafra land, we were Catholic. We're not Anglican, not Methodist, not Arabatarian or Shubutarian. They gave us Catholic. Rome gave us Catholic. And when there was problem between Catholic of Rome and Catholic of London, they broke. And that is when we have Anglican. And so, no Biafran Christian is Urubushira, and that is Sakrafe and Sorofen. But you go to the Yoruba, their own Christianity is Sakrafe and Sorofen. And then in the 80s, late 79, early 80s, the engineering of religion was initiated. The people who have monopoly over religion were the Yoruba people. They came to us as if they worship God with us. We opened door for them the same way we opened for the colonial masters. Today now, we want to undo our enemy. The greatest enemy of Biafra is the Yoruba people. But it's amazing that they are the one taking us to heaven. And when we come here, we tell you to run from Yoruba church. You think we are against Christianity? I still retain my religion. I will remain irreverent until I say otherwise. But no Yoruba will take you to heaven as a Biafran. Don't let them deceive you. But if you do not expect, if you do not see this evil and renounce it, your children will die under Yoruba church, mark our words. We know what they all did. They are evil. They cannot in the church, not in the mosque. Don't you see that the Fulani Hausa don't let Yoruba to hold any position in the mosque? Because they know Yoruba cannot be trusted. Why are you giving your 10% to Yoruba Biafrans? Our brother Mbadike from America is shouting. Let us put transmitter in our place. Some of you, your tithe to Yoruba Church, Winners Chapel, Deeper Life, all of them. One tithe in a month can put transmitter everywhere in Biafra land, so we save our fatherland. But you are very stupid. Thunder will fire you, you don't know. And so we allow Yoruba Church to be deceiving us. And some of you thinking, I don't want to offend God. I don't want to offend God. Nobody fight for my God. My God fight for himself. If I challenge my God, he will tap me in the morning and say, my son, don't cross your boundary. How can you talk to me like that? And then I will say to him, God, what did I do? And he'd say, how can you use those words for me? But I say, it's English language. He said, you don't use it to me. I say, forgive me. Because in my own Ipob dialect, this is what is supposed to mean. God, you are first of all guilty because you allowed them to conquer us. But notwithstanding, who am I to question you, God? Forgive me. That is why the Bible says, he said, come, let us reason together. He didn't say, come and be my slave. He didn't say, come and be monkey and babu. The religion we have today is there to instill fear in you and not righteousness. Most especially when it is headed by Yoruba. The British came, they were with Bible. Inside their gun, Reverend Father gun was AK-47. And when they come, they begin to sing, iPhone, I don't work finish, make una conquer, give me. Our fathers we think, amen. If you don't give me everything we asked for, AK-47 go come from their left hand. Amen. They were taking us to heaven with AK-47. The same way Yoruba is coming today. My Lord is going to bless you today. It's the same by anyway. Holy Ghost in Biafra land. Rivers of river in River State. Rivers of anointing in River State. Thunder Almighty of Abia State. Holy Ghost revival. It has started. And you are busy saying, amen. They showed us Bible and we turn around and all we have is Bible. They own our land. And you are still following the same thing. Go out of Yoruba church. That is my simple message. They came as friends. And our fathers opened their arm for them. They are here in our midst today. They project the image of gentility, humble. But I tell you, inside of them, they are carnivores. But of course, we must continue. Having done that, as soon as they discovered, as soon as they were able to penetrate, they sowed a seed of discord, seed of confusion in our midst. Today, if I sit back and we look at Urubu man, and we look at Ishekiri man, Ishekiri say, no, we are Yoruba, Olu is Yoruba, Olu. I then begin to wonder, where is Nana of Ishekiri? And then I see people like Asare, no, Yoruba Ishekiri are not Isian, they are not Isian, it's only Nembe and Okereka, they are Dinzo. And then I wonder, what has wrong with their brain? And then there are some people who are in Ebonyi State, no, Ebonyi is not Igbo, we are Hausa. Oh, Abo people are not Igbo. Oh, they are not Igbo. They are okay. They are Bendel Igbo. Oh, no, that Igbo, Edo Igbo, Ndoshi. How did we get here? But you may not be aware. They sowed a seed of discourse among us. The Bible says, be very careful that you do not allow the seed of bitterness to grow from among you. For when it does, many will be defiled. Look at how we are divided, how we have been defiled. And so everyone was turned against each other. Our leader, MAZI now the Kano is shouting, destroy Nigeria, destroy Nigeria. Then there is a Nayanwodo group of companies shouting, repair Nigeria. But consider what do they stand to gain. MAZI now the Kano only stand to sacrifice his father and his mother, sacrifice the throne of Afali Beku, that fatherly love he would have shown to the children. That husband embrace to the wife, it is not normal any longer. Most of you in the morning, you're going to the office, you kiss your wife, honey, see you later. You come back, you embrace your wife, honey, they carry your boss. Most of us will not have this privilege any longer, but we do not regret it. But let our children have it. But people like in Ipob are hiding their children in diaspora. Having girlfriends and concubines everywhere, jumping up and down, and it is okay. Enter helicopter or private jet, galavant anywhere they want to, on our expense. Because they've been able to divide us. And there are some of you very loyal to these stouts at the expense of your people. The moment the colonial master were able to initiate division, the same way they have divided Biafra land. Some people are like, oh, we are Niger Delta, we are Delta Niger, on top of land, but on land, river land. You don't have sense. Let me tell you how they divided our fathers. When they invaded Biafra land, the only thing we had was Umenala and Ordinala. Umenala and Ordinala has a very important role to play. And of course, this evening, if the privilege comes up, we shall look into Menala and Ordinala. It was impossible for any colonial terrorists to invade our land. They fought so hard because they couldn't go back. Everything they were looking for was in Biafra land. The same way the Ethiopians stood their ground. Most of you will not know that Ethiopia is the only country that cannot be colonized by these terrorists. In Africa, Ethiopia is the only land the terrorists cannot colonize. Biafra land would have been the only land. But they got us. They got us through religion because we love God, we worship God forever. And when they discovered this, they came in as friends. Sow seed of discord. How did they divide us? Some missionary came and they say they are Pentecostal. Another missionary came, they say they are Catholic. The others Orthodox, 7 days Adventist, 100 days Adventist, St. Bottles and Kaikai, Sakrafi and Serufi. Different religion, group of Christianity. And then a man have 20 sons. When he gives order before, the 20 sons stand in line. But they are now going to learn from the enemy, different ministry. And one will tell you that you have to break coconut. Another one will say bring anointing oil. Another one will say you have to beat the ground and behave like madman. And so in the morning when they are supposed to do morning devotion, the one that is to the room has gone to meeting. One father has gone to catechism. And the father comes up. How do they call it? Onoka. But he's gone. Okay, Kemaka Onyema. Onyema, when we night vigil now, on a hura, the father lost control over the children. Today, if you think it's a lie, kill Deeper Life Church Christian, church member. Kill a Christian from Deeper Life denomination in Nigeria. Redeemed Christian Church will be rejoicing. Thank God it's not us. Kill somebody from Redeem. Mountain of Fire will tell you that they are evil, enemy of Biafra. In fact, you kill Catholic Church member now. All the Pentecostal will give thanksgiving. That is how bad it can be. If I lie, you go and check it. We have seen it. The most important thing, bad aspect of it is that kill all these people scatter Christianity. And then the Jehovah Witness, we say, Shebi, we told you. They want to inherit your land. That is how they divided us. Today now, leading Christian church, Yoruba church are doing the same thing. And you are not seeing it. But of course, we are looking at how to undo this evil they have done to us. With everything you walk, they suffer you, they marginalize you, they emasculate you. But the level of stupidity is the one you manage to gather. You will still take 10% and give Yoruba pastor. But if we come here and say, bring this 10%, let us put light, let us put transmitter in your village so that we can have a voice for ourselves. You want to go to heaven. None of you are going to heaven. No. We are there already and we are the gatekeeper. For her, we have been living in her as far as we can remember. Save yourself. Stop being stupid. Stop being hopeless. Stop giving Yoruba 10%. You won't go to hellfire. Go and read church history. There were times people were meant to buy certificate of heaven. People paid billions to get certificate of heaven. But no more. Well, don't worry. But of course, having sowed this seed, they had loophole in our family. Today, Yoruba can penetrate us through the church. What we are saying now, you see in the house, a father that is Ogomo, confirm IPOB member. There is one of the son or daughter, they are saying, why don't you follow IPOB? He said, Daddy, please, please, please. These people, they are arrogant. Whatever we have done here, Jesus did it. We've not even done up to what Jesus did. Nobody bamboozle me because we know what is represented in the Bible, both decoded and all the wise. And the Bible made a prophecy in the book of Isaiah and said, when the Messiah shall come, he shall be gentle. Nobody will hear his voice, for the Spirit of the Lord will be upon him. And when Jesus came, according to the epistles, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Bible said that when he got to the temple in Jerusalem, he saw that they have converted the house of his father to a den of thieves. He made a whip of scourge, turned down the table of the money changers, scattered the church that day. To me, it looks like Opopo scattered to me. He rascal to me. Because no gentleman destroy church. What do they call it? Temple. But having said that, do not forget that there is a difference between rebuke and entreat. The Bible says, rebuke not an elder, but entreat them. In other words, when you are talking to an elder, entreat them. Talk to them calmly. Tell them, Baba, this thing you are doing is bad. I'm not trying to challenge you, but I just want you to reason and understand that it's bad. Baba, if I've offended you, please forgive me. But that is the hard way to say the truth. And your Baba will say, get out from here. We are not Yoruba people where your father will mess. You now lie and say, Baba, hello, Baba, hello, Baba, ekumesen, yoshi. My father mess in my presence. I tell him the truth. Daddy can hear me back. Go honey remain. Go honey remain. Nani kira anyu say. I say kumanu eba hon we wogode. This daddy marry boy you cannot remember. Nani kikari anyu him. Because we don't pretend in our life. We entreat elders. And that is exactly what we are doing to all of them. We are entreating the governors in Biafra land, south, south, and southeast. We are entreating all of you stupid people in Biafra land. Because the Bible says we should entreat you, not to rebuke you. But that entreating, that is why when we catch you, we will stone you egg. You don't know what is coming. No? I understand you people don't travel frequently as you travel before. The beat we go give on our air, we go slap you when you go change your Ipob. All of them are governors, Biafra land, anywhere, south, south, southeast, but online. When we go catch on, and I think say we don't forget, you people are stupid. But we are entreating you. Stop supporting Fulani to kill us. This is a treatment we are giving to you. But do you know what is rebuke? When you say rebuke, you don't rebuke gently. That is what we are doing. We are rebuking you. For when we speak, we are for peace. And when we speak, it is for war. And so don't make any mistake about it. They're not taking you to heaven. Correct your family. Correct your family. Because for us to undo the enemy, we must know the way they operate. And I must remind us, we must destroy all their techniques, which they are using to sponsor all this evil against us. By how? By exposing them. We must destroy all this formula, method, procedure, protocol of undermining us as a people, enslaving us and keeping us here. The only way is to expose them. Now look at them. Nigeria is paranoid. They are running helter-skelter. They don't know where to go to. They even stupidly and foolishly expose themselves before us. And our duty is to expose them completely. If Ojukwu had this radio Biafra talking this long in that 3 years, I tell you, they would not have been able to starve us. We will expose them. And you can no dome we remove them. Maka nindi when you say no talo kanshi. And you can talo we jiwo no dome we remove them. Maka no tell them they need registration ya pato makasa. And that is why we are here. A leader say man ke me potakue. But we will say what you have done. That is when I look at some people, they are fooling themselves. Aiji kwa fona aga wadi amama. Eji mo fona aga. Or four. That is how I see people. They are bragging. They are going to destroy. But our hands are clean. You murder justice, you will never know justice. You murder righteousness, you will never know righteousness. You murder the sleep, you will never go to bed. Our hands are clean. As an individual, I, George ONYIBE, I challenge you 100 times life over. My hands are clean. Not when it comes to my people. And so when I see people they are back here, let's manipulating, let's neglecting, it's a lie. Our hands are clean. And our leader will say the same thing. Because if not now, for don't see document against Mazen and the canon. Of course, some actually raise up their ugly head once in a while, but they do not have base to stand. What do we have if it's not the truth? I can assure you whether you like it or not. As of this moment we are talking, I remain the longest serving principal officer of Ipob in the whole of Nigeria. You think it is by knowing Imamado? We work very hard, sincerely, we stand our ground. And this is the principle of Ipob. And only those who can abide by this principle can actually claim to love Mazen and the Kano. Not Ipob in the morning, Mozop in the evening, then in the afternoon, one Nigeria. Because we will expose all of you. Arise, Biafrans, wherever you are. Expose one Nigeria. Expose British Nigeria. Expose the Fulani herdsmen Miati ala Boko Haram. Expose Yoruba pastors and Yoruba politicians. Expose the saboteurs in Biafra land. Expose all of them. Expose all of them. Because this is why we are here. They had a formula on how to undo us. And we must undo them.
It's the man on the beat. Talk about drugs. Crazy. Talk about drugs. Crazy. Talk about drugs. Better get your body paid. Ever see the better why on way? I'll go to the devil. I'll go to the today. I'll be my one day. I'm not to my day. I'm not to talk easy. I'm not to forgive her. One day, oh no, you get here. So take me as I am. One that I follow. Yeah. Show love to your brother. Look at that song. One day, oh no, you get here. I'm going to be the way to me. Because you are the I'm going to go to the game. One of my symbol, I'm what's in the winning? What's in my what's in my of course, it's not a boy. When I'm in a war, scratch my back, scratch your back. You need to have a cellar. Let me take a when I'm in a war. Yeah, better get your money. Ever see me better than buy a war. I'm going to the road. I'm going to the I'm the my one day. I'm not to buy me. Man, it's a DC. I'm not to forgive me. Oh no, you get here. be a celeb. Man, make I pull out, yeah. Go up to your brother, go let us suffer. L-O-V-E, show me love when I'm alive. Don't be when I call and go. Brother L-O-V-E, show you go be my own donatus. Don't wait till I talk about if you say you will not go give me bangry. Not gonna let the puppy pick a drum in there. Show me make I see a video. I will sell a light. Let me take and judge it. Who are Bungali, I'm not paying a no. Yeah, ever see me better than I could buy and
Of course, Mburide kwa jamadike, Mburide wiri, Mburide kwa jamadike. You are Biafran anywhere in the world. Don't let them deceive you. Only one thing matters in our life. Only one thing we must protect. Only one thing we must live for. Only one thing we will be ready to die for. And that is Biafra restoration. Don't let them deceive you. Your political position today in Nigeria will not save your generation. Not even you. Not to talk of your relationship with Yoruba pastors. These are contractors. You're not going any heaven. Bring that your 10%. Contact Mbadike. And then let's get our life communities lightened up. Let's see who is there. Baga Fulani there who will do that nonsense. All we want is information. Tell us that there are mad people in your community. Then let us cure them. But of course, you know, we may not be omnipotent. We may not be omnipresent. But we are omni Biafra. Nobody can take that from us. Our lines are open at this moment, I must tell you. Send us your data on our WhatsApp line and we will make sure we link you to the nearest coordinator. Of course, our lines are open and our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp line. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct number. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 080-288-58614 is the special number for the female. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Good morning, caller on WhatsApp. Hold on. Go ahead, please.
Good morning. My name is Ginik. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. I Geophonogu, the IPOB Geophonogu. Nobody can defeat us. That is what I'm telling all the IPOB worldwide. May Chukwuka bless you and bless our leader. There is nothing I can say about our leader that his brain is computer. The day I read in the Bible, James 3:16, that where envy and self-seeking is, confusion and every evil thing is there. Every day I understand that all this religion they brought to us, if you find them, you find self-seeking. You find them,
Just
you find
when we talk about religion, I want our people to have a mindset. If you generalize it, you're actually talking to me as well as our leader and the deputy, because we are all involved in one way or the other. Hit Yoruba pastors, Yoruba and jihadists in the north, Yoruba pastors in the west. Let's be specific, not religion, because I have not abandoned my faith. I'm just saying this to anybody listen. Don't come here and tell me religion. You put Yoruba pastor or Hausa Fulani jihadists, and then people can be able to deliver themselves from this garbage nonsense. Go ahead, please.
Yes, our leader told us if you are IPOB, you should come out from Yoruba church. But if you see them going there, what will you see there? It's self-seeking. They are buying whatever private jet for themselves. They are not buying a company that they will employ you. I was shouting the other day, quarreling. They are telling me, what am I quarreling for? This and that. Every time I come up on the page in our church to quarrel. I said, why should you praise a man that built the one-mansion church in Yoruba that cannot even employ one single human being to work? And all the people that came out from universities are like thousands. Every year, more thousands are coming out, more thousands are going for this service, more thousands. Did you have anything for these people? For the money they collected from 10%, which is self-seeking and envy, they use it to build one almighty church. You are praising them. Then my pastor think and said, this is true. I said, oh, now you know. But you are praising the man that you build a church. Church that can do what? We need to even employ the sweepers, those that are sweeping. We don't employ them. Nothing. You just giving them money. The small one you collected from where you suffered and suffered in pain. They graduate. We suffer. Just give them money. You have said everything this morning. These people have given us fear. And that is that fear. They put in us and make us, no, IPOB, I won't go more. Can you go more? Which more are we or gola? The other one, don't just the way you say that if you are talking to the others, we should follow down. He was like, Ginika, I want to talk to you. I said, please talk to me now. He said he doesn't have time. Me too, I don't have time. I said, write it on the paper. Those questions you want to ask me, write it, I will answer you. He came up another day and said, you said the Ogomo. I said, Omenala now.
Ask the person, what is the meaning of Ogomo? An Igbo Yoruba pastor actually told me that he's surprised at you. I said, Reverend, how can you be using the name of a deity? I said, which one is the name of deity? He said, Chuko Kikabiama is the name of devil. I said, thunder will fire you. So Chuku is not devil. And then it keeps you wondering, who is actually guilty?
That's why I just say, Daddy, please go and study us. Study us now. Study me that you are looking here. Study me now. You know that I'm a Christian now. And I never go back. I never did what I have never done. I never did any evil that you are seeing that you can compare and say and tell me that I have deviated. He come up another day and told me, you people self. And he was smiling. I said,
you just leave those people, they will wake up.
And they are waking up.
Thank you very much.
We thank God for everything. And the way that IPOB is being structured is nothing like politics. You have people who say what they want to do. We deliberate on it on the table. That is the best thing I like about IPOB. If it's all these politics, I would have gone away from them. Let you go Kadema continue. God bless you. And bless our leader and our deputy leader. And every hardcore IPOB Biafra that are working for the restoration of. Thank you, Madam. Thank you,
Ngenika, the monitoring speaker. But of course, we must continue. Our people should make no mistake about that. Find out this mess, and then we must undo everything. It's just 3 simple procedures. And the only antidote to this nonsense is expose them. Look at them now, they want to shut you up. The only way to shut you up, because AK-47 cannot, Fulani herdsmen cannot, Miati Allah cannot, British government and collaborators of criminals cannot, Association of International Oil Thefts cannot. Now, it is hate speech being, we waiting. You build your gallery or whatever you call it, gallo, and then let us see how it's going to be. We love it. We love it all. Our heart is ready for all of you. For in the end, Biafra must come. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Yeah, good morning, Master Judge ONYIBE.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Am I coming out clear?
Loud and clear, my brother. Go ahead.
Yes, my brother. You have said it all. My name is Ifan. I'm calling from Madrid, Spain. You have said it all, my brother. Sometimes I don't know how our people reason. Could you imagine earlier 70s when we are kids in Yoruba land? You know what always happened to our people is everyday ambulance to Eastern Zone. Yoruba people are killing Biafrans every day with juju. As soon as your father are working in office, today morning, the next morning, you will see their leg will swallow up. Nobody. This is how they are started after the war in Yoruba land, killing our people secretly with the affair. You know the thing they used to call affair. No one works in office come out freely. Every week.
Go and check all this Yoruba church we are talking about. Anyone that is privileged to have Igbo as the second assistant general overseer, all of them have been poisoned. Go and check Mountain of Fire. Go and check Deeper Life. Go and check Redeemed Christian Church. Go and check all the Yoruba church. They always have Igbo man as the assistant Yoruba 419 pastor. They poison the Igbo man the moment the church come, or they blackmail them and relegate them to the background. They want us to give them name, we give them name. And let the Yoruba pastors tell us what give them. Those of you Mountain of Fire, go and find out what killed the second Igbo man there. Go to Redeemed Church and find out in the ocean. Go ahead, please.
You know, my brother, sometimes, you know, when you come out, you talk. It's like maybe our people know they hear. If you put
no, that they hear, we know. They are hearing. They will hear.
And they know they research themselves. And they think now that the Yoruba land where they stay is very important because they are opening bush for them. They are developing their building. You forget your ancestry. They are digging their grave in Lagos. I'm not cursing nobody. I know they will not see my
curse them.
They are digging their grave. They are digging their grave in Lagos because I know the consumes that Lagos consume from our village. How can you imagine? Every week, are we still a rat? Sometimes I don't know where our people put their food they eat. You don't think, you know? Okay, even if it's the Lagos are the place they are making the millions now, let them tell us now. Let them come out and tell us openly. As of 1983, there is any millionaire from Lagos in Eastern State. Who is the millionaire at that time? Anyone from Lagos? Tell me. All these people who are living in Lagos, I have multi-business millionaire in Lagos. It's because of the Buhari and the regime push them come Lagos. When Shagari regime is there, when our people are doing good, when Seaport of Port Harcourt and Wharf are open, who is the big man in Lagos? Let him call the person from Lagos as a millionaire. I don't know, sometimes when you preach, our people still block their ear. MAZI, my brother, sometimes I get angry about our people because the masters, I don't know how they are controlling them, but I still thank God because IPOB is still on top. May God bless you, my brother, as you always preaching. May continue preaching. They say that preach, but I thank God no one can be able to do what we are doing. Even both their governor, both their president, let them answer more than 100 calls a day and see how crazy they will be. May God fire all of them that they are playing with IPOB. Can never come. Brother, thank you very much.
We must continue. Yeah. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, sir. My name is Chick. I'm calling from Aba. I'm a member of Former Parties on Zoom. MAZI, thank you so much. You said it all. May God make all them and bless you. These are people going to church. Even there's a man that comes to my shop.
Put Yoruba church. We talk about church. Put Yoruba church. So they know we are talking to them.
Deeper life.
Put Yoruba church. Let them know.
Deeper life. The man attended deeper life. We were discussing yesterday. I was not asking. He not said where he lives. He's the owner of the place. When he said he's the owner of the place, I asked him, "Is there light there?" He said no. He said there's no light. I thought you damn it, you used to use plant or thought. He said it's what he used to use. What about your children? He said you have not yet married. I was going to ask, why at this age he's not married? And I said, because when he was young, he did not do anything boyfriend and girlfriend. That now he wants to marry. He went to church and told them he wants to get married at deeper life. He now said they asked him to sell his house and use the money to sow seed in the church so that they will give him wife. So if he did not sow seed, he will not get married. I don't understand our people. That's why my husband said he's a member of Winner. I always tell him, stop going to Winner. There's no again that you're getting there. May God help our people so that they will have ear to hear and understand what Yoruba Church are doing to us. Thank you so much. Let's go Kabia, my blessings, and our leader. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We must continue. It is as simple as ABCD. They have been deceiving us for as long as we can remember. And it will be very stupid for us. Hey, okay, we are Association of Nigeria trying to divide Nigeria. No, it's a lie. Nigeria got no Association of Nigeria dividing Nigeria or restructuring Nigeria. This is the truth. Our fathers were lenient. They left their door open. The invaders, the terrorists came in, took advantage of our hospitality, undermined the sovereignty of the sovereign state of Biafra. And at the end of the day, they divided them with this stupid nonsense religion which they handed over to Yoruba. And we didn't expose them. We kept quiet and we leave God to let's leave it for God. Avenger belong to God. So why are they acting Avenger film? Why they don't wait for God to avenge for them on their ara? Only when it comes to Biafra issue. So lunatic is say leave Avenger for God. God, it is going to be Avenger. And those people you kill, you think they will die for nothing? Avenger my foot. Are you there, Chibuki from Israel? Are you there or the Yoruba after you? But of course, Zugabati, they will all do what they can do. But in the end, we are here. We are not in a hurry. But our people must know the truth. Are you there, caller on the line?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name is Sunday Anyamobi from Aba. My brother has said it all. I pray that God will continue blessing all of you with our leader. The person is doing his possible best for the nation of our sovereign state of Biafra, which I know it is eminent coming, which I know it is sure. Whether you ever church you, whether Lakova church you, whether Britain church you, all I know is that Biafra is going. You know, all these Yoruba people, they have poison us in our heart. Even some of us are behaving like Mumu, but they are behaving like they are Mumu now. It's just like there is a kind of bread they used to package in a carton or even from Lagos. If you cut that banana, that bread has spread everywhere. I went to the store yesterday. I saw that. I said, "Madam, where are you people buying all this bread? Is it? It doesn't mean that the bread that we are doing now in terms of it is not enough for us or in Aba here. There is a lot of bread factory in Aba. Then why this one from Lagos or whether Ibadan or Abeokuta every day? Every day. I know our people. So you people keep patronizing Yoruba. What if you say that it's a woman or any or a family this or have this, you cannot personalize it. You see how people are just, use of bread is like it's kind of the whole Eastern people. They are about this bread from other people. You know that bread, there's only 100 naira. It's got pocket on. And I don't know what is wrong with our people. I don't know, my brother, I don't know. Even this one we're talking about boycott. If you say that, they say, I leave that nonsense, what are you talking about? Well, all I know is that the will of God must be done. It is not the will of man.
Thank you very much.
Biafra will make it.
You have said it all.
We shall have it.
You have said it all. Two main important things. The will of God must be done. And our people, Biafra must come, whether they like it or not. Thank you very much, my brother. But of course, we are only trying to reduce what is known as collateral damage. Of course, your indulgence in, what do I call it? Romance with the enemy actually sometimes delay us, but it can't stop us because delay is not delay, but delay is dangerous. Like I said, it is simple. That's your tithe you give to Yoruba pastor. Go and use it and pay for transmitter in your community. After the war, one tout known as Wolon Soyinka, having played his whole international political, diplomatical relationship, trying to claim that they are trying to unite Nigeria. Most of you had regard for him. What did he do? He introduced cultism inside Nigerian University known as pirates. Having done that with his pirate Yoruba cultist stout, he was able to raise some few dust. And they gave him money to form road safety. Most of you don't know that he was the one they say he should form FROC. He used the money to settle Yoruba people. Radio Kudirat was the money given to them to start road safety. Is it about 200,000 pounds or £1 million? They burnt in London the den of loot and thieves. Today I see people, they say, yes, Wolon Soyinka has spoken. He's very reported. Thunder will fire all of you. And before our very eye, to form a cultist group, does it make you a professor? Because the last time I checked, Professor Wolon Soyinka is responsible for Paris, cultism in University of Nigeria. You are a Luther, like Obasanjo, you are regarded as a founding father. And now you see why our laws do not have power. You see why you will steal a goat and they will stone you to death. They will mob you. But you steal a whole resources meant for the whole nation and they will praise you for it. Something is wrong somewhere. And we are curing all of you. Believe me. Are you there, Colin WhatsApp?
That's George ONYIBE.
My mentor. Go ahead, please, sir.
The fearless lion with a limitless life. I tried to get through to you yesterday just to wish you a happy birthday. You deserve to be putting happy birthday. Not too much, because your line is now oversubscribed. To get through to you now is so difficult. There's so many calls coming in and you are handling them. Let Chukwu Kikabiyama bless you. Let Chukwu Kikabiyama bless you. Our people need to realize that it is not church that will take you to heaven. It's your personal relationship with God. And you rightly put it across this morning. God says, come, let us reason together. A whole deity that created the whole world. Say, come, let us reason together. You reason to God one by one, not by Yoruba church. MAZI, most of these Yoruba churches, they are using a babalawo to get our people into the church and tie them down into the church. I used to go to one Yoruba church, and one cleaner of the church came to me. He said God showed him a high vision. She was cleaning the church, and there's a big fridge beside where the pastor was sitting, usually sits. And she said, there's a lot of maggots coming out from under this fridge. A lot of maggots. And as the maggots come out from this fridge, they find their way back under the fridge. He said to me, Pastor, what does this mean? I said, look, me, I don't know. But we have to fast and pray for God to reveal to us what this means. And I called her one day. I said, I have the answer. I said, see these churches, you see maggots? Before maggot dies, maggot will produce more maggots. I said, there's something buried in the altar of this church. And that is why when old people leave, new people will come in. It's a circle. And people need to know that you can't find God in those churches. You cannot find God in Yoruba churches. But because our God is a merciful God, God can even touch you in hell. After all, Jesus Christ went to hell and took the key of life. You can be in a bad church and God can give you a miracle. And they say, oh, they celebrate it. Oh, God has given you a miracle in the Yoruba church. Yoruba church is nonsense. 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 Our people need to come out from these churches. They need to listen to you and come out from these churches. After all, you are a reverend. You just done the analysis this morning. You've broken it down to the last grain this morning. Catholic Church, Anglican Church. We all started from Catholic Church. We all started from Catholic Church. Every month you give your 10%. Every month you give your 10%. But your parents are back home. You can't even look after your parents. Because you're giving 10% of your earnings to idiots. And they're using it to buy helicopter and buy jets and live expensive life and a lavishing life.
And when they sit behind, they conspire and insult our integrity. They say, don't mind them. When they finish working, they will bring it for us. Don't mind them. We know how to control them. We know how to get them. And then on Sunday, one lunatic that cannot brush his teeth, when I say the Lord told me, thunder will fire all of them. What have we not seen? What have we not seen?
No,
but we must understand how the colonial terrorist was able to invade Africa, a whole strong Africa, and bring her to her knee. And not until we re-engineer our mindset. The next generation is not going to be easy for them.
Anybody that does not respect me as a Nandekano, that person have no foresight. This man said that for what Britain have done in Biafra land, that Britain will suffer. And who is the first family in Britain? The royal family. And what is happening to them now? Shame all over the world. Just let it go. Shame all over the world. Look at Prince Andrew now. All the charities, all the banks, all the companies supporting him has withdrawn. Because you watching our church.
And jihadis is on their neck. The highest name beard in Britain. Your United Kingdom is Muhammad. Go and Google the highest beard name in the holy city of United Kingdom is Muhammad. But of course, we know them.
I've been following this city. I read it through the newspapers and then following it through the news. The family is in serious disarray now. Mazekano say until they let Biafra go, they will not see peace. And this is what is happening. This is what is happening, my brother. What are we going to talk about? Look at the new law they're now passing. A hatred speech, you're hanging. In China, the only thing that attracts hanging is politicians embezzlement. Corruption.
But Nigerian corruption gives you another tenure. Just steal money and bank it in London. You have another tenure. With the level of Buhari performance of corruption, don't be surprised if we go for third tenure. Because under the watch of Buhari, late Buhari and Jubri, Britain has stolen more money from Nigerian ever that cannot be accounted for. Because if you ever try to account for those stolen money all this year that have made Nigerian beggars, Britain will tell you Buhari died. They look for a few Igbo people and blackmail them and sabotage them and kill them.
My brother.
But they think we don't know.
But Wikileaks has woke up. He has told the world now that, look, this man in National Rock is not Buhari.
Because they want to steal unaccounted for. Let them not worry.
My brother, may God bless you, and I wish you a happy birthday. You're working too hard. Please, find time to relax.
God is faithful. The Bible says He has given to us all that pertaineth life and godliness. Amen. So He has given to us all that pertaineth radio. In fact, I need more work.
Amen.
I need more work.
You're a strong man.
Of course, God is faithful.
God bless you, my brother, and keep up the good work.
We must continue.
May God bless my leader, MAZI. Bless the man I call Wokike, his deputy, Uchemefo, and bless every one of you. Bless every one of you because you guys have no longer go too far. Only foresight. Too far. You guys have gone too far. And may God bless all your efforts in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Bye.
Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you still there? Because of course the enemies of Biafra, they are numerous, but we will stand side by side with them even unto the end. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I just want to plead for, I just want to request for a favor. I've been trying to get a family to join.
Send me your data on our WhatsApp line. Send me your name, your phone number, and your location on our WhatsApp line, and I will link you up with the nearest coordinator closer to you.
Okay, sir.
All right, thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, my beloved Johnny. God bless you.
Good morning.
God bless my leader, Amazon Ambekano. God bless his deputy, the other man, Ichonefo. God bless all the hardcore Biafrans. God bless the Federal Republic of Biafra. Day, I thank God for giving us this our men that are now the leadership of IPOB. God selected you all. And I pray that everything will continue to keep you people, sustain you with strength, sustain you with wisdom, and sustain you with everything good, so that you will see Biafra and beyond. In the name of everything I have prayed. My brother, religion has done us more harm than good, as you're saying.
Say Yoruba Church. Say Yoruba Church. Say Yoruba Church. Not all of the Yoruba Church.
I'm a Christian, and I will maintain my Christianity. I love God, and God loves us. If not that God loves us, the Yoruba Church has taken the autonomy among families in Biafra land. The Yoruba Church will now tell you that your brother is killing you, your mother is killing you. So they are the main people doing the rituals. Look at a great man, after dressing up going to the church, you will see them living on the ground. If he's going on the water, without God, they have reduced our men to zero. Okay, they said that our forefathers worship idols, but now they are the main idol worshippers. When a Christian cannot say the truth, is he not an idol worshipper? When a Christian loves money, you love money and betray your people. But look at now, Adiboye knows who that person is not enough to fight Buhari. And it's watching them. Is he not an idol worshipper? What is different between him and the those that worship idol? What is the difference? Okay, now as a pastor in the church, you cannot preach the freedom, and you say that you're a Christian. You are not idol worshiper. This time around, they prefer cloth, like this church now. They always use this their cloth, this green cloth of theirs. Every day they move. When they see a sick person, instead of them to give the person joy, they will use that cloth and cover that person. And that's the say that it will heal him, the God of this person will heal him, and the person will die. And they say that they are serving God. They are not serving God. Their brain has been deceived. So what Britain, according to the one we are saying, what Britain brought to our land is division. Because before you destroy any place, you have to divide them. If you divide any place, you can penetrate easily. So they came with division. They gave all this and how to do it. They created the state, they created the local government. They will take somebody from America and put it into Benin. And the person will say, I'm a better life. I'm a Benin, I'm a Joe State, I'm this and this. You are not a Joe. Your brothers are the other side. And you are the other side. Look at Obama. Obama has many brothers. Obama in the river. Obama in the state. So there is confusion. Because of this confusion, the folks will not fit together and living again. But thank Elohim, who has shown us mercy by bringing our every leader. And this man spoke, and God opened our ears, God opened our brains to understand the destruction these people are about to do to us. They thought they have been settled us. They thought they have overwhelmed us. They thought they are putting us in a bottle and comfort because they have already put our leaders in a bottle. I watched my every Biafra lady performed yesterday, 2 days ago, how the people are putting our leaders, Biafra leaders into back. That God sent them the camera and took the bag away from me. This is what they did. And they thought they have seen it before they left this Fulani. But they don't know that God is greater than them. Who we say when God has not said. So God has not said that we shall be destroyed in this earth. God still has made us and brought it our every leader. I am saying, may God bless him wherever he is. May God energize him. May God strengthen him. May God give him good health. And all the leadership of IPOB. And I call you my eminent Biafra. Please wake up. Let us fight this battle. It is for us, not only for Nambekano, not only for Johnnybe, not only for Uchemefo. It is for us. When this freedom is come, when freedom finally come, it's not going to be only Nambekano. It will be a participant. You will enjoy it. You will all enjoy it too. Rise up, stop listening to fight talk, stop listening to all these put in the Biafra land that they are giving 1 naira and they want to take their petrol. Stop the effort. Who because of that?
Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. And finally, this is where we draw the curtain for this morning segment. Sincere apology to those of you who I cannot take their call at this moment because my time is fast spent. And I truly appreciate those of you who were able to call in to make your own contribution. But we must continue. We must understand how they were able to commit this evil against us, and to undo them, we must follow the same procedure. Don't let anybody deceive you. There is no two ways about it. What you fail to fight today, that enemy you will fight tomorrow. And the earlier, the better for all of us. I sign off from here. Remain blessed, remain focused.
Oh, nada. Land of the right and side. John Love, my originality. Land of the right and side. Biafra. Land of the rising sun, Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Biafra, land of the rising sun, Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle. Great Biafran people. We take it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God. And as we were load in idol worship, the British entered in. Yeah. Training on the Niger, exploiting your people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and then swoop to them yesterday. I brought in civilization, brought in your religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got ulterior motive. With religious pitted us amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, nada. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left out when we are gone. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra, my father. The descendants of Abraham. Biafra, from Father Isaac. The descendants of Jacob. Biafra is a reality. My original legend.
Why are you people lying? Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to put that there on the ask us to come. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of the Most High.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial master, criminal master, a mercenary soldier named Frederick Lugar, brought together all them captives, including Java people, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah. Different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding on the reason, forced to coexist together in the plant of confusion, describe it as oil and the water that can never be inside. Planted the cabals, them representatives here in Nigeria, looting on our treasures,
Colonious external marginalization of the Biafras. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to be raised up. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. My fatherland. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. My home, my fatherland, my originality. Biafra,
respect to the Most High. Yeah. Biafra, the rising sun. Can you hear me now?
Everywhere in the world, Biafrans are fighting for freedom. Freedom, yeah. Biafrans, we know what we want. Biafrans, we know what we need. All we want is Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Our leader have tell us the truth. Now we know who we are. Osaflani is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. They are killing our people.
No more one Nigeria. Yeah, Proclamation is over. All we need is Biafra.
I'm not saying this because I'm a Biafra, but I'm thinking of the life we lose every time that killing innocent people, yeah, raping our women, yeah. Who doesn't know about the 10%? Who doesn't know about the oil well? House of Land is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. All we want is Biafra. We want to go home. Biafra.
Biafra, land of the rising sun. Bombo clan. It was good the devil and we chose good.
Enegwa is calling Biafra. Anani saying Biafra. Ogoja is saying Biafra. Enegwa is saying Biafra. Urobo is saying Biafra. Shekiri is saying Biafra. We want to go home. We want a freedom. We want to go home.
Biafra, the rising sun.